If you live with a French Bulldog, you already know. These little guys will try to eat anything. Doesn't matter if it's on the table, in the fridge, or dropped on the floor. They're there in a flash. And here's the scary part. A lot of the foods we eat every single day look harmless to us, but for them, they can actually be dangerous. Now, we're not talking about the usual chocolate or grapes. We've all heard those warnings before. What's going to surprise you are the normal, everyday foods sitting in our kitchens right now that can cause serious trouble if our Frenchies get into them. So stick with us, because here at Doggy Pedia, we're breaking down 15 foods French Bulldogs should never eat. And trust me, a few of these will shock you. 1. Canned tuna in oil or salted. Fish is healthy, right? Yes, for us. But canned tuna, especially the kind packed in oil or loaded with salt, isn't safe for Frenchies. Too much salt messes with their system, and the oils are heavy on fat, which their little stomachs can't handle. Even plain tuna carries high mercury levels that can build up over time. The tricky part is, a lot of owners mix a little tuna into kibble as a treat. And yeah, your Frenchie will love it, but too much can cause tummy upset, dehydration, or worse if it becomes a habit. If you want to share fish, go with plain cooked salmon or sardines, in water, no salt, no seasonings. But canned tuna straight from the pantry, not worth the risk. 2. Rotisserie chicken, skin plus seasoning. We all grab those easy rotisserie chickens from the store, but here's the problem. Every part of it is risky for your Frenchie. The skin is super fatty, the bones get brittle and sharp, and all the seasoning, garlic, onion, salt, is basically poison for them. Frenchies are champs at begging, and it's tough to resist those eyes when you're pulling apart a chicken for dinner. But one harmless bite can leave them with an upset stomach or worse. If you want to give them chicken, keep it plain. Skin off, no bones, no seasoning. Better yet, cook up a simple chicken breast just for them. The store-bought bird might be quick for us, but for them, it's a ticking time bomb. 3. Breakfast sausage. It smells amazing, it sizzles in the pan, and your Frenchie will be right there under your feet. But sausage is packed with salt, fat, and seasonings their bodies just can't handle. Garlic powder, onion powder, chili flakes, things we don't even notice, are harmful to dogs. The fat content alone is enough to cause pancreatitis in Frenchies, and trust me, that's one vet visit you don't want. What's sneaky is that sausage shows up in pizza, pasta, casseroles, and even breakfast leftovers your dog might swipe from the counter. Rule of thumb, if it's sausage, it's for you, not your pup. Plain lean meat? Sure, but sausage? Keep it off the menu for them completely. 4. Tomato sauce, pasta night. Pasta night feels harmless. What's wrong with a little spaghetti sauce? Here's the thing. Tomato sauce is usually loaded with onions, garlic, salt, and sugar, none of which are good for your Frenchie. Even a few licks of leftover sauce can leave them with stomach pain, diarrhea, or worse if they're sensitive. And Frenchies, being prone to tummy issues, feel the effects fast. The sauce is often richer and heavier than we realize. Bad news for their digestion. If you want to share, give them a piece of plain cooked pasta. No sauce, no butter, no seasoning. But that saucy bite off your plate? Better to say no. 5. Nutella and chocolate spreads. This one hides in plain sight. Nutella, chocolate spreads, or even hazelnut cocoa syrups. Not only do they contain chocolate, toxic for dogs, but they're also full of sugar and fat. Frenchies gain weight easily, and a spoonful of this stuff is basically dessert poison for them. The danger is how casual it feels. Spreading Nutella on toast, leaving the jar open on the counter, it takes seconds for your Frenchie to sneak a lick. And with their small bodies, even a little bit is too much. If you want to give your pup something sweet tasting, go for a slice of apple or banana. Plain, no chocolate. Nutella is for humans only. 6. Deli meats, ham, salami, bologna. Those quick cold cuts we all keep in the fridge? Not good for Frenchies. Ham, salami, bologna, and most deli meats are absolutely packed with salt and preservatives. Some even have hidden garlic or onion powder mixed in. It might seem harmless to share a slice of ham when you're making a sandwich, but the salt overload can dehydrate your pup and strain their kidneys. Add in the fat content and you've got a recipe for stomach upset. Frenchies don't need processed meats. If you want to spoil them, plain cooked turkey breast or chicken breast is the safer, healthier option. Deli meats are for your sandwiches, not their snack bowl. 7. Flavored chips and snacks. Movie night snack. Chips are crunchy, salty, and addictive. For us. But for Frenchies, they're nothing but trouble. The salt content alone is bad, but add in flavors like sour cream and onion or BBQ, And you've got garlic, onion, and artificial seasonings on top of it. Even plain potato chips are way too greasy for a French Bulldog's sensitive stomach. A few dropped crumbs can leave them gassy or with diarrhea, and once they get a taste, they'll want more. Instead, save the chips for yourself and have some dog-safe treats handy. Trust me, they'll be just as happy, and you won't be dealing with a midnight stomach disaster. 8. Cereal with milk. It's easy to think a little cereal splash is no big deal. Crunchy flakes, sweet milk, your Frenchie begging beside the table. But most cereals are loaded with sugar, sometimes chocolate, and always with additives that don't belong in a dog's body. Add in the milk, most Frenchies are lactose intolerant, and you've got a recipe for an upset stomach. What's tricky is that cereal is something you will spill. Kids drop it, bowls tip, crumbs land on the floor. And Frenchies, they'll hoover it up before you can blink. So, next time your pup looks at your breakfast like it's a shared meal, remember, what fuels your morning can wreck theirs. Keep the cereal bowl high and offer dog-friendly biscuits instead. 9. French fries. Fast food fries, homemade fries, oven fries. Frenchies want them all. But fries are a triple threat. Fried in oil, too fatty, covered in salt, too much sodium, and usually dipped in ketchup, loaded with sugar. That combo is harsh on their stomach and can even dehydrate them. A single fry probably won't cause disaster, but the danger is in the habit. A fry here, a fry there, and suddenly your Frenchie's packing on weight, straining their heart, and dealing with tummy issues. Their systems just aren't built for greasy, salty foods. If you want to share a potato moment, go with a plain, small piece of cooked potato, no oil, no seasoning. French fries, they stay in your takeout bag. 10. Peanut butter crackers, cookies. Peanut butter itself can be okay if it's plain and natural. But peanut butter crackers, cookies, or snacks from the store, not safe. They're usually packed with salt, sugar, and sometimes even xylitol, the sugar substitute that's toxic to dogs. The danger here is how often these snacks get left around. Lunchbox leftovers, crumbs on the couch, half a cracker under the table. Your Frenchie will sniff them out. And because they're small dogs, even a little is too much. If you want to treat them, stick to plain dog-safe peanut butter. Check the label for xylitol first. Skip the processed stuff. What feels like a cute snack share can turn into a sick pup fast. 11. Pancakes and waffles with syrup. Sunday breakfast feels fun. You're flipping pancakes, maybe a waffle or two. But these foods are just flour, sugar, butter, and usually topped with syrup. For Frenchies, that means sugar overload, fat overload, and zero nutrition. A lot of people let their dogs lick plates after breakfast, but even that sticky syrup can send their blood sugar spiking and upset their stomach. French Bulldogs are prone to weight gain, and sweet carbs make it worse. If you want to share breakfast vibes, give them a small piece of plain banana or blueberries on the side. Pancakes and waffles should stay on your plate, not in their bowl. 12. Flavored yogurts. Plain yogurt in tiny amounts can sometimes work for dogs. But flavored yogurts? Huge no. They're packed with sugar, artificial flavors, and sometimes xylitol, the sugar-free sweetener that's deadly for dogs. Even if the label doesn't say xylitol, all that sugar will wreck your Frenchie's digestion. The problem is, yogurt feels like a healthy snack to us, so people don't think twice about sharing a spoonful. But Frenchies are usually lactose intolerant, which means you're doubling down, sugar and stomach upset. If you want to give your pup a cool treat, freeze plain unsweetened yogurt with a little fruit. Safe fruit like blueberries. But keep the flavored cups for yourself. They're not built for dog bellies. 13. Granola bars. Granola bars sound wholesome. Oats, nuts, dried fruit. But for Frenchies, they are a minefield. Most are full of chocolate chips, raisins, or macadamia nuts. All toxic to dogs. Add in sugar, honey, and sometimes artificial sweeteners, and you've got a no-go snack. The biggest danger is how portable they are. Granola bars sit in purses, backpacks, car cup holders, and Frenchies are opportunists. One grab-and-go snack for you is a health scare for them. If you're hiking or walking and want to share, pack dog treats instead. Granola bars, they belong strictly in human hands. 14. Cheese Puffs snack mixes. That big orange bag of cheese puffs? Dogs love the smell, but it's all fake cheese flavor, salt, and grease. Frenchies with sensitive stomachs will be gassy, bloated, and uncomfortable after even a couple bites. Snack mixes are worse. Pretzels, too salty, spiced nuts, toxic seasonings, and sometimes even chocolate-coated bits hiding inside. The issue is that we snack casually, on the couch, during movies, at parties. That's when Frenchies strike. One cheese puff might feel harmless, but it adds up to extra weight and an unhappy stomach. Keep a bag of dog treats nearby if you want to include them in snack time. Save the orange fingers for yourself. 15. Muffins and cupcakes. And they smell sweet, they look harmless, but muffins and cupcakes are sugar bombs. Many have chocolate chips, raisins, or nut pieces baked inside, which are dangerous for dogs. Even the plain ones are full of butter and sugar that upset French Bulldog stomachs. The frosting, pure sugar, and sometimes artificial sweeteners. Frenchies don't need any of it, and their bodies can't process it the way ours can. The tricky part is how often muffins and cupcakes sit around. On counters, in boxes, or on the table after a party. One jump, one grab, and it's gone. If you want to celebrate with your pup, pick up a dog-friendly cupcake from a pet bakery. They'll love it, and you'll avoid the sugar crash and vet bill. So there it is. 15 everyday foods that French Bulldogs should never eat. Notice that none of these are exotic or strange. They're the same snacks and meals found in the fridge, pantry, or sitting on the kitchen counter right now. That's exactly what makes them risky. Frenchies are fast, curious, and not picky. If it drops, they'll eat it. The best way to keep them safe isn't about being paranoid, it's about being prepared. Know which foods are dangerous, keep them out of reach, and always have safe dog treats on hand. That way, it's still possible to share special moments without sharing something harmful. Now it's your turn. What's the weirdest or funniest thing your Frenchie has stolen before anyone could stop them? Share it in the comments, guaranteed. You're not the only one with a story. This is Doggy Pedia. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.